It works. Meanwhile, of course, Natasha had started her workday. About 2 hours after arriving at the factory, she felt faint, so she asked the supervisor on duty if she could be excused for a few minutes, and she went to the bathroom to wash her face. After washing her face, the girl placed her hands on the sink and, looking up, stared at herself in the mirror, feeling extremely confused. Natasha carefully observed her reflection, then closed her eyes and said softly, "What am I doing? I agree to go out with Pukhanov. I argue with my sister over someone I despise. What am I thinking? But... After drying her face, Natasha returned to her station. When the lunch break arrived, she headed to the cafeteria, where she was joined by Pukhanov, who had recently returned from Kiev. The brewery president approached, arrogant and self-assured, saying, "Pukhanov, my dear Natasha Barakova, it's wonderful to see you again." Natasha, shyly, tray in hand, ready to sit down for lunch. "Hello, Mr. Pukhanov." Pukhanov, smiling. "Oh, come on, Natasha, these formalities again between us." Natasha, trying not to meet her boss's gaze. "It seems necessary and a sign of respect, Mr. Pukhanov." Pukhanov with a knowing look. "I understand. You want to pretend to keep your distance in public so as not to cause gossip. Tonight, however, it will be just the two of us." Natasha, as if she had just realized, "Oh, right, I'm sorry to have to cancel our date, Mr. Pukhanov." Pukhanov, surprised and annoyed. "What are you saying?" Natasha, still looking in other directions. "I've thought carefully about your invitation, and I believe it is fairer to maintain exclusively a working relationship. I feel uncomfortable in certain situations. I apologize, Mr. Pukhanov. Have a good lunch?" Having said that, the girl agitatedly walked away to sit with her colleagues. Pukhanov, stunned. "But what is she saying? What the hell kind of story is this?" Not knowing what to do, Pukhanov ran to his office to vent his anger, unable to understand what had gone wrong. Why had the love spell that seemed to be working suddenly lost its effect? The day passed, and Kira, who had stayed home, anxiously awaited her sister's return, hoping that the exorcism ritual she had performed had taken effect, and that she could dissuade her from going out with the hated Pukhanov. As the red-haired girl watched TV, unable to sit still on the couch, she heard the door open and Natasha's voice call out, "Natasha, Kira? Kira, are you there?" Kira immediately ran to meet her sister, who, as soon as she saw her, hugged her tightly, saying, "Natasha, forgive me, my little sister, forgive me." "I don't know what came over me." Kira, worried, still unsure if she had succeeded. "Are you feeling okay, Nata?" Natasha, looking into her sister's eyes. "Yes, yes. I feel fine. Around 11 I had a bad headache, but then everything was okay." Kira, afraid of the possible answer. "So tonight you're going out with your boss?" Natasha, smiling. "Tonight? I'll spend it with that metalhead pest, my troublesome little sister." Kira, her face lighting up with happiness. "Really?" Natasha, "Of course. I told that pig to go to hell." Kira, jumping like a child, and then hugging her older sister. "That's wonderful! That's wonderful! It worked." Natasha, not understanding but curious. "What?" Kira, with a sly look. "Let's go have dinner, and I'll tell you everything." Once dinner began, Kira told her about the dream, how she had noticed Natasha's strange behavior in recent days, and her attempt to remove the spell, leaving her blonde sister stunned, yet she couldn't help but notice how the things Kira said were quite plausible. So, smiling, despite being scared by Pukhanov's actions, she said, "Natasha, one way or another, thank you for sticking by me, even though I've been hateful these past few days." Stroking Kira's hand, Kira smiled back, happy to have saved her sister from Pukhanov's clutches.